Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be my Project Pan finale video. I have a lot of exciting progress to share with you. I'm also going to be sharing my stationery empties for July 2022 till December 2022, so stick around for that, as well as what my plans are going to be for 2023. So let's just get started. We have a lot to go through. I'm going to start with the items that I didn't get to finish this year. And I'm going to start with my Domini Scribble Purple ink. So in October, I weighed this and it was 30 grams and it's still 30 grams. I haven't used this at all, so there's no change in the level either. I did take some ink and mix it up with my Domini Imperial Purple just to make it brighter. The sample bottle says the Tremendous Document Green, but it's actually Domini ink on the inside. I'm just reusing the sample bottle. But I still have plenty of ink left in this mix, so I won't be using any ink from this bottle anytime soon. So it's going to be really slow progress from here. And then the other fountain pen ink that I'm trying to pan was my Noodler's X Feather. Again, no change here. It is still 147 grams. I finished up my Moon Man C1 pen that I was using with this ink, and then I haven't used this since. So I wanted to try different inks before the year ended, so that was that. Fountain pen inks take a long time to finish, so even if I were to go hard at these two, there was no way I was going to finish it by the end of the year. So I'm not torn up about the lack of progress for these two. The other item that I didn't finish this year, which is a big fail for me, was my craft paper pack that I bought on Amazon. So in October, I had 36 sheets in this pack, and I used it 3 times, so now I have 33 sheets. So I started the year off with 40 sheets, and I didn't really use this pack that much really, and I do feel bummed about it, but considering that we were moving and I was just really overwhelmed the first half of the year, I'm just going to give myself some grace there, and hopefully I can make a big dent on this pack next year. I do plan on using this paper for ephemera and planner dividers. I just haven't gotten around to it because I was just too preoccupied this year, but hopefully next year I can make some really good progress on this one. Alright, so some more items that I didn't finish but I made incredible progress in is my Vintage Celestial pack. So this was a pack of scrapbook ephemera that I bought on Amazon at the end of last year, and then I started going really hard at it this year. And at the beginning of the year, I started with 193 pieces. In October, this was 165 pieces. And now in December, I only have 97 pieces left. So that is amazing progress. If you take a look inside the pack here, you can really see how much I have left. It's not as full as it was before, so I'm super duper excited about that. I've been using this pack mainly for my journal pages, and I was hoping to be able to finish this year, but I didn't. But that's okay because I made really good progress. I'm so happy about it. And I'm just going to keep checking away at this next year, and hopefully this can be a stationery empty for 2023. And then the other one that I made really good progress on was my antiquarian sticker book. So when I rolled this in back in August, I started with 98 pages. In October, I had 59 pages, and here is the progress. I have so many empty pages, and all I have left are 13 pages, and they're all alphabet pages here in the back. So I used up all of the picture stickers, like the flower stickers, the animal stickers and all that. And all I have left are the letters, which I am trying to use up in my journal, but I wasn't able to finish all this by the end of the year. But that's okay because I'm really happy that I finished all the others. And this is another one of those things that I'm just going to have to chug away next year. But I'm just so happy at the progress that I made this year. It's so thin and light now compared to the beginning. It was so heavy before, but now it's just super duper light. So I think this was a huge success. Alright, let's move on to the exciting part, which is the stationery that I did manage to finish. So in October, I was working on my 3rd Zebra Sarasa gel pen. And here it is. It's completely done. I'm so happy. I thought I wasn't going to make it, but I did. I'm so happy. And then the next one I finished was the Happy Planner sticker pack that I only had 1 or 2 stickers left in it when I posted my update in October. And here it is. It's completely done. And then last but not least were my 3 Travelers Company inserts. All 3 of them are completely filled. If you watched my 2022 journal recap, you've seen these. And yeah, I'm just so happy. I made incredible progress this year. I'm so happy about everything. And I do have all of my other Project Pan empties here. Let me see if I can get them all together. Alright, so here are all of the stationery that I finished through my official Project Pan. I finished a lot more than this, but these were the ones that were in my project pan. So I have 3 pens, 5 notebooks, and 4 sticker sheets. So how many is that? 12 stationery items overall, and this is just in my project pan. I finished way more than this actually for this year. So what I did was I gathered up all of my stationery empties in this giant pouch. This is an A4 size pouch that I bought on Amazon, and anytime I would finish something, I would just stuff it in here. And now we can open it up and see how well I did. So I'm going to set these aside. I do have the final numbers on me that I will share once I get through this pouch. But here are the non-project pan items that I did manage to finish up this year. And keep in mind, this ran from July 2022 to December 2022. I have part 1 of my stationery empties already posted. I filmed that before our move, and then I cleaned out my empties, so that's why I had that video up. So here's the rest of my empties. So here are all the individual sticker pages in my antiquarian sticker book. Since I did rip them out of the book, I decided to keep them in their own individual pouch. So I counted all these up earlier, and it came up to 94 sheets. That is a lot. I'm really shocked at how many stickers I went through. Even if they're all from the same book, this is still a lot of stickers. So I'm really happy about this. I also have other sticker sheets that I finished up. Okay, so I have 3 more sticker sheets in this pouch. I have another Pipsticks sheet here that I finished up on its own. It's not part of my project pan, but I did use it up. And then I have 2 sheets of washi stickers here. So these were just from Amazon, AliExpress, I can't remember, but one of those 2 for sure. And then I kept 2 sticker flakes in here. I didn't track my sticker flakes this year because usually they're part of a whole pack, so I count the pack as finished instead of the individual sticker, but it did keep these 2. These were from my Pipstick sticker stash, so I thought maybe I should count them. I don't know, but I have them. And then next I have 4 packs of the Canon zinc paper. So in my first empties video, I used up 3 packs, and then I used up 4 packs for the rest of the year, and I'm actually surprised at how much I went through. I didn't know that I printed this many pictures, but I was really big into photography when I was younger, and I love taking pictures of my family and beautiful things around me, and I like printing them and putting them in my journal, and I guess that's how I managed to use up this much zinc paper, so that was shocking. And then I used up 1 Tombow tape runner. I love this. This is my favorite adhesive. And then here I finished more pens and some fountain ink cartridges. I used up a Pilot G207 gel pen, and there's actually a bit of ink left in the refill, but it doesn't write anymore. I was hoping to be able to completely use up the gel inside the refill, but it's just not writing. So here, let me see. I'm just gonna grab my Stalogy here. Yep, there's nothing. So that's kind of frustrating, but oh well, I can't use it, so I'm just going to count it as an empty. And then here is another gel pen that stopped working on me. This is the SKB Sign Ball pen. I have no idea where this is from. I think my husband bought this, and it's another pen that I was using, and it just stopped working. So I'm guessing this was a really old pen too. So it'll start, but then it'll stop. Like, you can't write anymore after that little bit. So I'm counting this as an empty too. There's no reason to keep this around if it's not working. And then I also finished 3 fountain pen ink cartridges. So this was my Lamy ink cartridge that came with my pink Lamy Safari. This one was the Kaweco Sport ink cartridge. And then this one was my Bennu Talisman cartridge. So I don't keep these around because I have converters for all of my pens. So these are going to be saying goodbye after this video. And then I have some throwaway notebooks here in my pouch. So these are just random notebooks that I used as grocery lists, or if my son wanted to draw, I'll just hand him this. So these filled up fast because he was big on doodling. But as you can see, I also had some grocery lists in here. There. So chicken macaroni salad. And then when I was out at the groceries, I would just hand this to him so he had something to do. And I think somewhere in here I also had video editing notes. So there you go. Just really whatever. I kept this inside my desk drawer, and I would just pull this out anytime I needed to write something down. That's our robot mop. I just like having a notebook where there's no pressure for me to make it pretty. I can just use it for messy notes, and I don't plan on archiving these either. I'm going to toss these into recycling once I'm done with this video. Then I also have 2 notebooks here that I finished. And I didn't share these in my journal recap, but these are actually my baby journals for the year. So I started off the year with this Dingbats A6 Plus notebook. They call it A6 Plus, but it's actually a bit smaller than A6. And I really like the paper in this Dingbats notebook. It's so smooth and super fountain pen friendly. And as you can see, my son also drew in this journal. So once he got bigger, I did let him draw on his journal because this is meant for him. So that's him drawing an airplane. And I also dated it because as the year progressed, he did get better and better with drawing. So I'm glad I wrote down the dates. And I also wrote funny things that he did, silly things that he said, pictures. This is a very personal journal to me. But I ran out of pages in mid-November, so I started a passport-sized traveler's notebook insert, and I just continued from there. So I have this much filled. I have a lot of blank pages left, and I'm not going to completely fill this up by the time 2023 rolls around, and oh, I think my nail did that. But once the year ends, I'm just going to call this and archive it for him. And I think what I'm going to do is just archive these two together. So I'm just going to take this insert and just put it through the band like this. Something like that. And then it'll just sit in my box until he's ready to take these. But there you go. I filled up 2 notebooks for my baby's journal. So in my previous video, someone said they were interested in how many notebooks I used up for the entire year. Like everything, my planner, my baby journal, throwaway notebooks, all that. So let me clean this up and I can show you all of my completed notebooks. Alright, so here are all of my completed journals this year. If you watch my video, you would know that I filled up 16 journals. Still working on my very last one, but I don't have a lot of pages left in this one, so it's definitely going to be done by 2023. So I finished 16 journals, 2 baby journals, 4 throwaway notebooks, and I'm also going to count my planner, so my Hobonichi Weeks Mega. I still have a lot of blank pages in the back because I wanted to use this originally for bullet journaling, but then that didn't work out, so I went back to my weekly pages. But I'm going to count this as done anyway because I'm going to move into a new Hobonichi Weeks for next year, and I'm probably going to be using the leftover pages for fountain pen ink samples in the future. So all in all, I finished 23 notebooks, which is a pretty good number, I think. So here are all of my completed notebooks for 2022. I'm having a really hard time lifting them because there's just so many. So there you go. What do you think? Is this a lot of notebooks? I think so. I did also go ahead and look back at my previous Stationery Empties videos and add that up to the empties that I have now so that I have total numbers to share with you. I have it all on a sheet of paper here. But in total for 2022, I finished 1 Instax cartridge, 7 Canon zinc paper packs, 2 label tapes, 2 Tombow tape runners, 1 glue stick, 112 sticker sheets, 5 gel pens, 2 sticker flakes, 3 ink cartridges, and 23 notebooks. So those are all of my totals for 2022. I think those numbers are pretty good considering that I wasn't really doing a lot of decorating at the beginning of the year, again because of our move. That was just a really stressful thing for me. And then towards the second half of the year, once we were settled into our new place, I felt motivated to decorate again. So I was doing a lot of journaling and decorating my journal pages. That was a lot of fun. I'm pretty happy with my progress this year. I'm hoping that next year I can make even more progress. As far as my 2023 plans go, I don't know if I'm going to be doing the same type of project pan format that I did this year. I felt like maybe it wasn't as streamlined as I was hoping it was. For example, I was trying to pan 2 fountain pen inks this year and that just didn't seem efficient. I could have just focused on one. So maybe a rolling 10 project pan wasn't a good idea for me. Maybe the format just didn't translate well to stationery, because the whole project pan idea originated in the makeup community where people tend to rotate their makeup, and I didn't really do that, so I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. I definitely do still want to get my stash down for next year. My thought is, and I would love to hear your comments, I'm going to just share my inventory on my channel, how many blank notebooks I have, how many unused pens I have, and if I can get them all in one place, how many stickers I have. I do have a lot of stickers, and the idea is daunting to me because I feel like I'm going to get a lot of judgment for just how much I have. But I think that would be good for me in just keeping me motivated to use what I have instead of buying new stuff. And then rather than individually measuring things in a project pan, I'm just going to try to finish as much as I can and see how I do at the end of the year. So something like a project notebook maybe, for example. So I'm going to count out all of my blank notebooks at the start of the year, try to use up as much as I can, and then at the end of the year, I'll see how well I do. Something like that. What do you guys think? I'd love to know your thoughts. I feel like my project pan series this year was a little hard to follow with all the measuring and the weighing and the numbers and all that. So I feel like that would be a more compelling way to show my progress. In any case, I'm still definitely going to be doing some sort of using up what I have series on my channel because I did have a lot of fun going through everything this year. But I would love to have your feedback. So that's it for me. I think I'm going to stop here before I keep on rambling about my thoughts for 2023. I'm still thinking about it, but once I decide what to do, I will definitely make an introduction video. And until then, I would love to know how much you finished this year. Did you do a project pan? Did you do a no-buy maybe? That's another thing that I'm kind of interested in doing next year, but it is really scary to think about, but maybe that's a sign that I should do it too. Let me know down below. I'd love to know how your progress was this year. Until then, thank you so much for following the series. I really appreciate everybody's comments. I'm so grateful to everyone who watches my videos. Even if you just watch them in passing, I really appreciate you being here, and I hope to make more videos in 2023. So I hope you all have a great new year. Lots of blessings to you for 2023. This is Baba Notes, and I will see you next time. Bye!